Goodbye to you, my trusted friend. Welcome back to the Red Dice Diaries, and this is just a quick episode to talk about some changes that are going to be taking place in my podcast going forward. I've been thinking about relaunching and sort of rebranding the podcast for a while. I kind of feel that this podcast has become sort of a bit rambly and a bit long, as you can probably tell from this episode, and it's sort of lost what I was trying to do with it in the first place, which was to talk about my love of role-playing games and to be a bit informative and hopefully benefit people who were listening to it. And I sort of feel that's got a little bit lost along the way. So I've been thinking for a while about how to relaunch the podcast. And after a lot of consideration and getting my wife, Hannah, who is also a gamer, and some other friends involved, I decided that going forward with the podcast, I'm going to move away from the Anchor platform. And that is not because there's anything wrong with Anchor, although the sort of service recently hasn't been absolutely brilliant. But I'm looking for, I thought since I'm rebranding the episode, I wanted to take the opportunity to maybe make it a little more polished and look around at some of the other options that were available. So going forward, the RDDRPGPodcast, as it's going to be called, will be on Buzzsprout.com. And there will be a link to the new podcast in this episode's description. We've recorded one episode already, myself and Hannah talking about her Fate Star Trek game. And I've also got another couple of episodes in the can where both me and Hannah talk to my friend Johannes Pavola about the recent Scum and Villainy game we've been playing and about the Session Zero Vampire 5th Edition game that we've done. Now, don't worry that I'm going to entirely lose the voicemail facility that's such a big part of Anchor. I'm using a service called speakpipe.com that allows people to send a 90-second voicemail to the podcast, and hopefully we'll maybe even get people featured in the show if they can send in voicemails. And these will be a sort of like little bonus episodes answering questions and things like that in a format that will probably be familiar to people. So I just wanted to record this episode to let people know what's going on, give you the links, etc. Thank you very much to Jason Connolly on the OSR Anchorites for sort of spurring this on and suggesting that I do this episode. It's a great idea, Jason. Thank you very much. Hopefully, going forwards, you'll see more useful content for people in the new podcast. And I'm hoping that those who've listened to my Anchorcast will get involved, keep the call-ins coming, and we can get a better podcast that's more enjoyable for me, gets people involved who I know and love in the RPG community, and will also be more useful for people who are listening. So, like I say, hopefully you'll come with us, and we'll see you soon. Take care.